Hey everybody, my name's Jesse, and welcome to a special edition of Gen X Thinks. Alright, today is Saturday, July 13th, and today former President Donald Trump has been the focus, I guess would be the word, of an assassination attempt. If you're a follower of Gen X Thinks, you know I try not to get too political. I don't spend a lot of time on politics. I focus more on nostalgia and 80s and 70s stuff and goofy stuff. But this is one of the biggest things to happen in our country in a very long time. And it's really important. And it affects our generation, Generation X, just as much as everybody else. So this has a lot to do with Generation X. So I'm going to go ahead and make a video on it. This isn't a news reporting video, so I've just, if I say anything about the shooting, the attempted shooting, then this is just stuff that I've heard. I'm not trying to report facts. I'm just going to talk about this and how it affects us and give you my views on the overall incident and America kind of in general, maybe a little bit. But I'm just going to talk about it as an overall thing and how it might impact us going forward and what it means to us. From what I understand, somebody took a shot at President Trump from outside one of his rallies with a rifle and was shooting in. They hit him in the ear, and he got up after the Secret Service got him down and everything and protected him. He got up and did one of these things with the, and with blood running down his face. And it's going to be an iconic picture, an iconic moment in American history. This is going to go down as a very big day. No matter what we decide going forward, this is going to impact things in a major way. It's hard to say what the motivations, we obviously know what they were trying to do, but why were they trying to do it is a different thing. There's going to be conspiracy theories sprouting up like mushrooms in a cow pasture. So that's going to be tough sorting through all this stuff. But what I do know is I've heard the media call the man everything from Hitler to, inciting violence and all this other stuff. They're constantly painting him as an evil character. So for somebody to get wound up and try something like this is not surprising to anybody who pays attention at all. I'm not big into it, I'll be honest. I do pay attention to it. I do follow it, but I don't live my life by it or anything. I've got too much other stuff going on. It's not hard to see why someone who just pays attention to one side of the story would see him as an evil character. So that's definitely a possibility. Just someone got wound up by the media and wanted to take him out. From what I understand, the Secret Service actually killed the guy that was taking the shots. The man, I guess, fired several shots. One of the attendees, just one of the spectators, also died. So there was 2 deaths: the trigger man and one of the attendees. And the Secret Service supposedly took out the guy that was doing the shooting. So what is this going to mean going forward? Well, the imagery that we have now, they're already showing it on the news and stuff. The imagery of Trump with the blood running down his face and his fist up, that's really strong imagery. It's going to be hard to get that out of somebody's mind. And it's just going to add to his popularity, in my opinion. From what I've seen, they tried to bankrupt him with the $350 million fines and stuff, tried to imprison him, labeled him as a convicted felon, and now an actual attempt on his life. And every step, everything I just named just added to his popularity. And this one is just the icing on the cake, the cherry on the sundae, whatever you want to call it. His popularity is just going to balloon, and it's going to get not only larger but stronger. I think it's crazy. Honestly, I believe it's the worst thing that could happen to the Democratic Party. Just from what I see, I could very well be wrong. I'm not any kind of political analyst or anything. This is just a guy, who halfway pays attention to this stuff and, has an opinion. So take it for what it is. Some of y'all know me by now a little bit, and y'all know that I'm just me and I'm just here talking. So I'm not professing to be, some kind of political pundit or specialist or anything. It's just one guy and his opinion. But I honestly think that was the worst thing that could have happened for them going forward in this election. It's ruined it for them. I don't think they have a chance now, honestly. And I'm not politically aligned with Republican or Democrat. I'm in the middle where I think that 90% of the American population is. I think most of us are in the middle. We have, we believe in some things on one side or some things on the other that we believe strongly in, but basically we're in the middle. None of us want war. None of us want a horrible economy. We just want the world to be good and calm and peaceful. That's all. And I think 90% of Americans would agree with me on that. I don't care if a president's Republican or Democrat. I just care what he does. And that's the main thing. But I honestly think that the Democratic Party is really going to be hurt by this on this election. But if you haven't been watching the news or anything, this is the first time you've heard of it. Trump got shot in the ear. He actually got hit in the ear with a bullet. It just clipped his ear, but he had blood running down his face. And that's where I got the thing I was talking about earlier with the iconic imagery, because he had blood running down his face, and he did one of these fist up things, and they got pictures of that, and it's going to be devastating for Biden. that picture is going to be everywhere. There's going to be memes. There's going to be memes about memes about memes about that. Yeah, it's going to be brutal. So, and now the question is Trump going to do more rallies? The first thing that popped into my head is Trump going to do more rallies now? And if he does, because one of the spectators at the rallies was a victim, more than one, a couple of them got injured and one of them was killed. And my condolences to the families of everyone concerned. I'm sorry for all this happening. I wish that it didn't have to happen. I wish the best for everyone involved, everyone not involved. I just wish the best for my country and everyone in it. That's all. But I really feel for the families, and I wish it wouldn't have happened, just like all the rest of you. But anyway, back to what I was saying. The rallies. Is anyone going to want to go to his rallies now? Even if he decides to have more, is anyone going to want to go now that there's, a threat of possible injury or death if you attend one of these rallies? So that's going to be a big question mark going forward. It's possible that he just doesn't do them anymore, or maybe he'll just tighten up security, sweep the area. Supposedly, the local police outside the thing were warned because someone saw the guy getting up on a building with a rifle, and they just acted like they didn't hear the people or whatever. So I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt. You can look into that, but I don't know. That's going to be part of the conspiracy theory thing, because I heard that the guy that did the shooting was a cop. And now some bystanders outside the rally saw the guy getting up on the thing. They told the cops about it, and the cops just basically ignored him. That's going to be all tied together and more mushrooms in the dark. So we'll see about that. The investigation's going to be probably a convoluted bowl of spaghetti, you know what I mean? With all that and the different stuff that's going to be coming out from that. They won't tell us most of it, and then what they do tell us, what do we believe? So, but there's that, the whole rally thing. But even if he doesn't have any more rallies, he can do plenty of stuff just online, you know, and stuff with internet nowadays. So I don't think that'll hurt him at all. But his rallies were a big thing. We'll see if they continue to be. I heard a quote from Donald Jr. that he was talking to his dad on the phone, and his dad basically said what he's always said, that he'll never quit fighting for America. So there's no chance, I don't think, that Trump will change his plans about running over this. This isn't going to do anything about that, do anything to change that. So this entire situation, this entire incident is a shame, in my opinion, as an American patriot. It's a black mark on our country, on our history going forward. These things serve no purpose. They never serve any good purpose. It's just a dark day when these things happen. For America, for the American people, for every single American citizen. It's just dark. There is no upside to this. It's just sad when I see this kind of stuff. I remember when it happened to Reagan. Reagan was more severely injured than Trump, but it was just a sad day. Everybody was worried about him. We were actually worried for Reagan's safety. His life was in question there for a while after he was shot. Now, luckily, Trump there's no question, he just got nicked in the ear, so we're not afraid for his life at this moment. But still, it's a dark day when we go, one of our citizens go taking a shot at someone who's currently running for president. The motivations behind something like this could be literally anything, and literally everything will be said about the man's motivations. He's gone. He's no longer with us. So people are just going to be making stuff up to try to get clicks. So we're going to hear all kinds of crazy stuff going into the future. Take it all with a grain of salt if you're like me. My advice, not that I'm one to give advice, but I would take it all with a grain of salt. A common theme in my videos, everybody's got an agenda, and they just want you to look at their videos just like I want you to look at this video. But it's a dark day. No one should be anything but sad for our country, in my opinion. And I'll leave you there with that. I hope everyone stays safe. And as always, stay frosty, Gen X, and I'll see you on the next one.